Capricorns, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. This is going to be for the August 1st to the 10th. Keep in mind that this is general, so that means not all the messages are going to resonate. If you want something tailored specifically for you, the link to book that reading is in the description box below. So if this doesn't resonate, it's most likely just not your week, or I could be picking up on anybody that's around you. Keep in mind that in tarot there are no genders for the most part, and if it doesn't resonate, once again, just feel free to check back in at some other time. Let's see what you guys have coming up. 7 of Swords, the Lovers, the Emperor, 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, ooh, Queen of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. It's actually 2 of Wands. So somebody could have been juggling a decision in the past, but I feel like that decision has already been made. With the 7 of Swords, be careful of trickery, lies, deception, underhanded behavior, anything that you know that is wrong. If you're doing this to somebody else, that's going to come back to you. But I almost feel like this is the energy of somebody else trying to do this to you, trying to one-up you, maybe even trying to cheat on you, possibly steal. So be careful of the people around you. If something feels off, most likely it is. So be sure to pay attention. So because the 7 of Swords is here with the Lover, so somebody may have deceived their love of their life or the person that they were in a deep spiritual connection with. The Lovers means that whoever this person is, you have a deep bond with them, not just from a physical perspective, but also from an emotional and spiritual one. The Lovers is all about, possibly a Gemini and Aries. Those are the 2 signs I see. But this is about making a choice between 2 different individuals or 2 different people. Because the Emperor is here, you seem to be the person that's mostly in control. If you're not somebody that has leadership skills, the Emperor means that you may be an individual that likes to maintain control, possibly at all costs, not really considering other people's emotional needs and feelings. So you may need to kind of revisit that within yourself and heal that, because I do see that you do have a tendency to hurt other people, either by not reacting or just reacting too harshly. 3 of Cups is here to let me know that in the past there was some type of third-party situation or love triangle, but because you are turning your back on this, it's like someone has now made a final decision about who it is that they want to be with, and reconciliation is in your mind, or vice versa, the individual that you're connected to. This reconciliation has a lot of people already involved in it, so there may have been people in your ear trying to speak against, the person that you wanted to be with. Because you are going to be in an energy of feeling restricted, 8 of Swords, this to me seems like you have to change your perspective when it comes to this whole entire situation, because there's something that you're not seeing clearly. 8 of Swords means that you feel mentally restricted, confined, restrained, feeling like you can't really make the decisions that you want to, feeling like you may be tied up in a corner, or just somebody has you pinned down in some type of way. This is all an illusion. You already have all the wisdom and knowledge that there is to gain in the situation, not only because you're wearing red in this card, but also in your card as well. Red signifies wisdom, knowledge. And with the 10 of Swords, the person that you were connected to, possibly the love of your life, or this individual who's a Queen of Cups, this person has a lot of deep emotions and feelings for you. If this is a female, she's a very feminine energy, someone who's good looking, someone who's loving, caring, has a strong intuition. It's hard to, hide anything from this person, because not only do they have a developed psychic sense, but this is an individual that has a lot of experience dealing with other people. They're empathic and they're able to tap into energy. This man or woman feels betrayed, stabbed in the back, unappreciated. This is somebody that you may have caused a lot of heartbreak and pain to. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, it's like this pain is still here. This Queen of Cups, regardless of all of the pain and sorrow she's been through, has still embodied the energy of somebody who is loving and nurturing. So that takes a lot of strength and courage for this person to do. You may be realizing that you may have made the wrong decision, or realizing that you've hurt somebody to an extent of where, you didn't mean to do that, or you want to kind of rectify the situation by trying to mend these wounds, or just wanting to start over when it comes to this connection. If you are the Queen of Cups in this situation, I feel like the person that you were connected to had a choice to make between you and another individual. They were slow to make that choice, and they kind of like let things drag on longer than they should. But now, the person that you're connected to is now, you know, receiving that karma, that Seven of Swords. So whatever they put you through, the person that they decided to choose over you has now not only taken from them, may even be money, energy, stealing just time, effort, and dedication. But it seems like now that this person has been through what they put you through, they're looking at things from a different perspective. Two of Swords is here to notify that there has been a change in direction. So this person is now changing a direction towards this Queen of Cups, possibly the person that was, you know, nurturing and kind in this equation. This person has a lot of poise and class. Look at how she or he has maintained their character and their integrity throughout this whole ordeal. Despite going through this Ten of Swords, it's like Spirit wants me to highlight that this person has a lot of strength within them. I feel like this is somebody who is chosen, the chosen one. I don't know where that came out of, but the Queen of Cups is somebody that's going to change this dynamic, and not only within the relationship with you, but with life in general. If somebody can go through this type of heartbreak and pain, especially at this level of where, you know, it basically kills you inside, and you have to go through this full transformation and still maintain their poise. Not only has she earned a crown, but Spirit is looking at this person as the person that has a type of potential to not only guide other people, but to guide possibly mankind in general. So let me get another deck. That way I can get a deeper understanding of what's going on. Let's get some additional messages for my Caps. This is for August 1st to the 10th. Let's see what you have in store. Seven of Swords is here because of the Sun. So somebody could be sneaking away from a difficult situation to try to chase after their happiness, to chase after what keeps them sane, chase after the person that brings them this type of purity. This energy within the Sun is hard to find. This could just be the cards letting you know that you need to kind of get out of the house and get some sunlight as well. But because of Seven of Swords and the Sun being here, it's like despite all of the underhanded behavior that happened in this equation, there's still a chance for things to be healed. The Nine of Swords is here because the person that had a choice to make between two different people, it's like the tables have now turned, and the individual that had options is under a lot of stress, possibly not even sleeping well. Nine of Swords is the energy of not only restriction mentally, but overthinking, paranoia, sleepless nights, excessive stress. So that's something that's this Emperor is having to deal with, whether this is you or the other individual. And the Emperor is also under a lot of burden. So it's funny because this person thought that they had control. They thought that they just had everything in the bag and that everything was just going to work out in their favor. So not only did they end up losing their options, but now they're in a position of feeling mentally confined, restricted with the Eight of Swords, feeling stressed out and confined, restricted, feeling betrayed by their own actions, and carrying a lot of burden. So that is a lot of heavy weight for someone to be under. I hope that this Emperor has, you know, confidants and people that they speak to, because this is a lot of weight just to carry on your own. So be sure that you have somebody that you can trust on your corner, that you can let all of this out. Because if you don't, there's going to be some sort of like explosive stage in the future, and I don't want that to happen if you are the person in this Emperor's role. But with the Ten of Wands, someone is now carrying a lot of burdens, stress, anxiety, excessive weight, carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, but they did this to themselves. So it's going to serve as a learning lesson to the Emperor. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you're also focusing on yourself, self-care, self-love, self-admiration, focusing on the things that are going to make you grow. A lot of the people watching this are single, but if you're not single, it seems like the roles in this relationship has now been reversed. The person that was putting in all the time, dedication, and effort may have pulled back because they feel hurt and stabbed in the back. And so now they're not only just focusing on themselves, but they're focusing on bringing fruition to other things in their life, while the other person in the relationship is not feeling stressed out because not only did they hurt the person that they love, but their decisions, they're looking back at how things have played out and they see that they took a wrong turn somewhere. With the Five of Pentacles, someone's also having financial problems. This is possibly only being able to make enough money for bills and not really have anything for extra, or it could be as excessive as job loss. So job loss could be here, but it's mostly the energy of somebody feeling pushed out, someone regretting their actions, because look at how this male energy is just kind of like in distress because they're thinking long and hard, especially at night because there's a lantern, about everything that they've done, and possibly keeping this feminine energy in this restriction knowing that they could have done something better. And the Emperor comes out twice. So the Emperor is the prominent energy in this reading, and I really feel like this may be my Capricorns. I could be reading it, vice versa. As I said, it could resonate that way. But because the Emperor has showed up twice, it's like the person that gained control or had control in this equation knew what they were doing, and it has slowly backfired. So this is why you have to be careful about how you treat people, because everything that you put out energetically is going to come right back to you. Let's get another deck. Additional messages. Oh man, that's too many. So 4 cards came out. 7 of Swords, the Star, 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So the way I'm seeing it, this Queen of Cups was deceived, lied to. There was underhanded behavior that was going on. Somebody was going back and forth between the Queen of Cups to somebody else. This person had a lot of hope in this situation. They had a lot of drive for this connection because this queen felt like she was in a soulmate relationship, which it seems like it is with the Lovers being here. It's a spiritual connection. But because of lack of communication or because of something that this Queen of Cups saw, it made her withdraw within herself and start focusing on, the things from the past that needed to be healed. So this woman is now focusing on herself, on her childhood, healing the things that she was holding on to. And with the Empress, it's like this is if it's a woman, it's somebody who's very nurturing and kind, someone who's fertile, someone that could possibly be pregnant. So there could have been a pregnancy involved in this equation, but this is somebody that you don't want to mess with. When it comes to women, the Empress is the highest suit in the deck. So Emperor, Empress, that's usually how it shows up. This is a perfect match in some sort of way, and it seems like the person that has done their wife or their husband wrong, even if you're not physically married, it's like there's some type of like spiritual union that's in this relationship. Someone may have chosen another individual over their spiritual wife, and they're now regretting this, either because they've gone through some type of awakening or because, there was some type of information that was revealed. 2 of Wands is here to show that you're going to have to put in a lot of time, effort, and dedication to bring balance into this situation. So the person that knows that they've done wrong is going to have to put in a lot of work. This is not going to be as easy as it was in the past. This Queen of Cups, because she's so loving, nurturing, and compassionate, she came to this situation with such an open heart, willing to give, willing to just, do whatever was necessary to get the situation to progress. But because of all of the heartbreak, the betrayal, the backstabbing, if you do want to maintain this connection, you're going to have to put a lot of work and dedication and effort into this. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take balance. So you can't bring any sort of imbalance to this Empress, because not only will she kick you out, but she will actually just pursue something else. The Empress is somebody who knows their worth. So this Queen of Cups and the Empress is the same person. It's just on the outside, this is how she looks, somebody who's loving and nurturing, but on the inside, she is somebody who's very capable of doing anything that they want. This woman may even have ties to the occult, somebody who knows how to work magic. And as you can see, there's a star right above this Empress. So that initial energy I was picking up on somebody who's like the chosen one, this is a woman that's going to end up changing the world in some type of way. So you do not want to mess with this one in any type of way, because the type of karma that's going to come back to you, it's going to be tenfold. Dealing with God's children, there's people among this earth that, have some type of like ancient ties to, deities, to people that are not of this planet. And this is somebody that looks like to be of that energy. So when you hurt these kinds of people, it's like they don't even come after you. The Empress is not the type of woman or man that's going to come after you and seek revenge. The people that will give you this pain, heartbreak, and sorrow, it's going to be their ancestors or the people that protect them. So that's why you have to be careful about how you treat people, because you never know where somebody comes from or who is guiding that person, who's watching over them. Because the Temperance is here, there's going to have to be balance of the mind, body, and spirit in order for things to progress. That's just what I'm seeing. So the person that did wrong is now in their karmic energy, where they have to deal with karma based off of their actions. But you may be able to get this Queen of Cups back if this is somebody that, is no longer in your life. But just know that it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication. So that's the end of your reading. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.